Hey everyone, Dubstep here. So a new blog just recently came out that says Town Crush will be returning for May Mayhem and will feature up to $400,000 in Gala prizes for gold members only. If you don't know what Town Crush is, it's basically a puzzle match type of game like Candy Crush, which is a popular puzzle match game. Town Crush was playable as a test game just a few weeks ago, and people who participated in testing that game may have an advantage in this upcoming event, and I'll explain why later in the video. So let me get into the important parts of the blog, and then I will explain the game mechanics and my suggestions. Town Crush will be playable starting Monday, May 16th at 2 p.m. PT. Town Crush is back with a competition and a giant bag full of prizes. Up to $400,000 in Gala prizes are up for grabs by all Gala Gold members able to complete all 12 new levels of Town Crush. The prize will be split among everyone who manages this feat. So they mentioned 12 new levels. I expect these levels to be much harder than what they were during the first playtest. So anyone who has actually played this game, expect the levels to be much harder this time. New Townstar NFT X Storage. This brand new Townstar NFT will be available starting on Monday, May 16th at 2 p.m. PT, the same time Town Crush May Mayhem begins. Your ranchers will be able to store up to 40 eggs in this X-shaped building, and it stores only eggs and nothing else. This NFT has no earnings in Townstar, and it will be available to purchase in the Gala Game Store page on the Townstar section of the store. The egg storage utility in Townstar store up to 40 eggs in this special storage building, no town earnings. In Town Crush, for every egg storage owned, Town Crush players get 2 bonus executioners each round, but only during the May Mayhem Town Crush event. And to be eligible for May Mayhem prizes in Town Crush, you must be a member of Gala Gold. The Town Crush competition runs from May 16th to May 27th, and those who have egg storage NFTs in Townstar will get an extra 2 executioners for each level. And they basically explain that this stacks, so if you have 10 of these NFTs, you get 20 executioners per level. You get the point. So that's it for the blog. And it looks like the competition will run for about 11 days, so that should give everyone plenty of time to get this done. Also, if you don't know what the executioners are, they're basically like chicken bombs you use on the game, and they help you clear part of the board on the game, which gives you points and doesn't waste a turn, which is actually very helpful for clearing the more difficult stages. You will have to rely on them, trust me. As for the X Storage NFT, all I can really say is if you have a Green Dragon Express, which is the dragon that sells 25 items at a time without consuming gas, this NFT is actually helpful because you can do egg rush and hold that many eggs without having to build another storehouse at the beginning of your town. Other than that, I think this NFT has very little utility. Okay, so this is what a game of Town Crush looks like. You have a set amount of turns each level to reach a set required amount of score. You have to match at least 3 items that look the same in either a horizontal line or vertical line. Diagonal matching will not work. If you match more than 3 items, you get more points and bonuses. So if you match 4 items, you get a powered up version of the item, where if you match the powered versions of the item with another set of at least 3 items, it will trigger an effect, such as an explosion, which helps you score more points. If you match 5 items or more, you get a power-up, which I call Nicole, this right here, which you can use to clear a specific object on your entire board, which gives you a lot of points and helps you get more combos. Now, this is incredibly rare, but if you manage to get 2 nickels next to each other and swap them, it will trigger a cutscene where Nicole clears the entire board, and it gives you loads of points. But like I said, this is really hard to achieve. There is also another power up that occasionally appears, which I will call the chicken power up, which jumps to a random place in your board and upgrades an item into a powered up version of the item. Okay, so I mentioned combos, and basically a combo is when you make multiple matches within the same turn. Whenever you make a match or clear the board in any way, the objects will drop down. So you have to pay attention to this and use it to your advantage to try to trigger multiple matches within the same turn in order to get very high scores. Take your time and think it out if you really need to, since there is no time limit on this game. You also have lives. Whenever you start a level, you will use 1 life. Same goes for if you lose the level and decide to restart, you will also use a life. By the way, if you don't get the required amount of score in the amount of turns you are given, that is how you lose a level. These lives should regenerate every couple of minutes. You should also be able to buy more lives with these star coins right here from a shop that is in the game, which you should earn these star coins after successfully completing a level. And lastly, these down here are the executioners I mentioned earlier. You can use them in the game and it will jump to a random part of your board and explode and clear some of it. And you should be able to use as many as you have available. You can also buy these with the star coin currency from the shop that is in the game. And like I mentioned earlier, each X storage you have should give you 2 executioners to use each game, which will help you clear content faster, which is great. Now, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that those who participated in testing the game may have an advantage. Now, you already know the mechanics of how the game works, but some people like myself were given test coin, which was used to purchase an executioner NFT from the shop. This NFT is actually on the Geary blockchain and currently is not tradable. We were told that this NFT was meant to be temporary, but no clue if that will still be the case or not in the future. But the utility of this NFT is that every game you get 1 free executioner, which is great. That's super helpful. Now, some of you may be saying, hey, I played Town Crush during the playtest, but was never given any test coin to buy this executioner NFT. Well, I don't know the exact answer, but from what I heard back then, test coin was dropped to those who reached a certain total amount of points across all levels. If you did play the game enough and got high scores on all levels, you should have been given test coin. But yeah, that's all I can say on that regard. Now, my suggestions. During the playtest, people would clear the first few levels multiple times because you would get those star coins each time. You could actually keep buying lives and clear the stages and profit on star coins. If this is still the case, you may want to consider doing this and save up enough of these star coins to buy a ton of executioners from the shop to use on the later stages that will probably be incredibly difficult to do. So those executioners will be essential to clear the final stages, in my opinion. You want to always aim for matching the most items as you can so you can get more power-ups and more points that way. And of course, you want to try to make combos by making it to where multiple matches occur in the same turn. This is very important to know if you want to reach the required score to clear a level. And some final information, if you're wondering how you'll be able to play this game, it looks like it'll be at the top of the list in the game section on the Gala Games page. And if you're wondering how to upgrade to Gala Gold, you'll find an option for that in the Gala Games homepage. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I'm already Gala Gold, but if you can't find it, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Gala Gold currently costs $50 equivalent in the Gala cryptocurrency, Plus, you also need some Ethereum to cover a gas fee. And if you're brand new and want to get in on all this, I do have a link in the description with my referral code in case you want to make a Gala Games account and join in on the fun. Well, that's all the information I have for this, and if you're a Gala Gold member, you should definitely be participating in this, even if the reward probably won't be that big since it'll be split with many people. But hey, you never know. The game is pretty fun, honestly. These type of games can get addicting, so remember to take a break if you can't get past that last level right away. Thank you for watching, and until next time.